Hi guys, Scorpius controller here. It's quite ergonomically balanced. That handle, if you want to know, is basically a Palmer handle because the Professor Motor controller uses the Palmer handle. There's an optional 2-finger trigger coming out very shortly. There's our logo, the Scorpion. Buttons across the top are lane change, and it's also doubles up as a speed limiter button. The button in the middle is for activating lights and activating the menu. And then we have an auxiliary button there for flashing high beam and various functions. That's our website, which we will upgrade shortly. On the other side, we have a sensitivity knob, a menu knob, and a brake knob. So with the brakes, to turn it on, just press any button for a second. There's your brakes. 0 to 100 in 1% increments, and you can actually feel the difference between 56 and 58, believe it or not. It's pretty sensitive. There is a program that you can use for testing the controller. It tests your trigger, whether you're getting full throttle, tests your brake levels, your lane change buttons, all your buttons, etc. But today I just want to show you the menu. So to get into the menu, just press the menu button. Use the menu knob to scroll. So I'll take you through it. The first page is if you want to change ID. So just press that. Oh, press the lane change button, and then you can use the knob to go from 0 to 24, because we can do up to 24 cars. With Carrera, we can do 6. So let's make it 1. Let's go back into the menu. If you want to transfer that ID to my car chip, then this is a pairing program. So you can press that, remove car, replace on track. That puts it into like a boot mode. And that's it. Once you press that, it will be programmed. So if your car controller is 1, your car is now at number 1. All right, so what else have we got here? Okay, set WAM and pin. I don't have a WAM here. Yes, I do. This is my WAM. Oh, it's an old one. But it's basically allows you to run analog cars on a positively wired analog track using a digital controller. So unless you've got a WAM, that won't affect you. But it's nice to know that this controller can do not just digital, but also analog. That unit, by the way, is 50 amp, 35 amp all day long. It's pretty good. Okay, so let's go back into the menu. Okay, where are we up to? WAM. Next one is Pearl. Okay, this is interesting for Scorpius users. You can, well, oh, sorry. So you can make the car learn a best line around the track. If you send it to the car now, the car will go into learn mode. Okay, so, and you can teach the car, Oh, sorry. See, pearl mode's on now. You can teach the car to learn a best line, believe it or not. Now, speed limit. You can turn the speed limit on or off, and you can actually set the percentage. No, that's not right. I've actually set, see the L? That means I'm in speed limiting mode. See, I've turned it on and it's 70%. I think I can change that. There you go, I can change the speed limit from 0 to 100. Oh, there's a glitch there, see that? I'll have to get my engineer to look at that. Next one. Edit curve. Okay, I actually used the computer for this because it's a bit too finicky on the controller. But I can go to 10 different points and set a value between 0 to 100, which is 0 to full speed. I can actually design that, and I can allocate that to a library. There's a library on this controller, so you can design on the controller or on the computer and then store it. Okay, so where are they stored? See the S value at the top? We've got S0 to S9. Each one of those is a unique throttle map. Each one is configurable thousands of different ways. So you can literally have thousands of different maps for different situations, or different sorts of motors, or different sorts of tracks, or different sorts of voltages. You can keep it on notepad, and you can say S8 is for my NSR Mosler 25k motor for when I race at my home club, at my club. And you can basically, when you go to that club, you know for that car you can just dial that in straight away, and that'll be, you won't have to fiddle around, it's perfect. So by changing that sensitivity and by changing the brakes, you can pretty much get almost whatever you want. You can set a minimum speed too. You can set up a maximum speed like a choke. So there's lots of ways you can manipulate it. Okay, just keep going for the menu. So we have the driver. The driver name is the default name is Scorpius, but you can make it Bob. You can make it Steve. You can make it whatever you like. So there you go. It's just the interesting thing about that, if you use the Scorpius race management system, when you drive around the track, whatever's on that controller gets entered into the driver's name list. So you don't even have to type your name in with the Scorpius system. But having said that, that's PC, the program. For career users, it'll be the Smart Race app, of course. Now, where are we now? Let's keep going through this menu. So we've got the driver name. Next is the version number. You always want to know the version number. This is 116. It's actually 11.6. It makes no difference, but we don't have a dot for that. Okay. Next is configure from PC. I say configure is when you're configuring the throttle mapping like I mentioned, or the name like I mentioned. What else can you do? There's something else that's I've forgotten about at the moment. It'll come to me in a second. Oh yeah, you can put in a security pin. So if someone's on your channel, say on channel 1, they cannot hack your channel without the pin. It's 4-digit pin. So every time it sends a command, the car will ask, what's the pin? So they trust you. Okay, so it's got a security system built into it as well. So let's keep going for the menu. It's a big menu. Next is reflash from PC. Okay, so from time to time, different firmware versions come out, and actually one is coming out yesterday. And there's another one due out tomorrow. Okay, because there's a few improvements to be made. So just by following a set procedure, you can upgrade your controller free of charge in under 60 seconds. And it's pretty reliable. Okay, next is boot car chip. Okay, if you've got a MPD Scorpius car chip, if you want to reflash that firmware, in order to put it into boot mode, we have a system where we send a message to the car using the controller, and then we use our phone app to upgrade the car chip or the MPD decoder to the latest firmware or the relative firmware, because the MPD decoder will act as about over 20 products. Each product will have its own configuration or own firmware. Okay, so that's that. That only affects Scorpius users. If you're a Carrera user, you use the system on the control unit, and that essentially turns the track off momentarily, which puts the car into boot mode. And that's why we can't use that anymore, because we used to use that, so we've had to bring our boot car chip into play. Backlight off. Okay, this controller is only a basic version. There's a deluxe version coming out in a few weeks with a backlight. You can turn it on or off. Okay, and then we've got screen time. Okay, so after, say, 1 minute, this controller will turn off, but I can make it, where are we? 30 minutes, 25 minutes, 12 minutes, 7, what do you like? So if I go 30 minutes, it's going to wear my batteries out quicker. If I go too small, I've got to keep turning it back on all the time. So I'm thinking a sweet time would be about 5 minutes. Now 3 minutes with no backlight, it gives 96 hours battery time. I know that because I did a precise test not long ago. Now with the light, it's going to be about half that. Okay, so we do have these two energy saving functions where you can turn the backlight off. If you don't need it, you don't need it. If we're racing in really bright conditions, you can't see the screen, you may use it, or if you're doing a 6 or 24-hour race and you've got a nighttime period, you definitely want to use it. So that's the deluxe version that's coming out very shortly. Otherwise, the controls are identical. They are 100% identical, even the same firmware. Now, because this controller's got no backlight, I can't turn the backlight on or off. Okay, so just to recap all these: ID, set ID and pin, that's pairing it to the car. Set WAM, ID and pin, that's pairing it to our wireless analog module. Pearl mode, that's where we, sorry, I've lost the plot. That's where the car can learn its own race mode. Speed limiter, you can edit your curves, the security number, the driver name, the version number, configure, reflash, boot, backlight, and the last one was screen time. And that, see how it timed out too quickly? I'll get that changed to about 5 minutes. So you have 5 minutes to play with the controller before the menu switches off. So I'll make those changes very shortly. Okay, so a work in progress, almost complete. A few minor changes to go. This is going to sell for around about 250 Australian dollars. You can do your sums, that's about 66 cents American. It's about 53 pence GBP. Euro, it's about 60 cents, all the exchange rates. So, for example, it'd be about 150 euro. All right, so that's that. Probably the sexiest controller in the world. Some may disagree, doesn't really matter. It is what it is. Nice 3D stickers. Quite thick stickers, see that? Anyhow guys, I've got to go. It's been a 16-minute video. It's supposed to be 6 minutes. But that's the Scorpius controller coming for, especially for career users, because that'll work in with our dongle. I'll just give you a quick look at the dongle before we go. If I can find one. Where are we? Here's one here. Luckily it's got the heat shrink off. So that's the, basically this plugged out straight into your control unit, and you can take up to 6 of these. Now note how there's no button or screen on this. That's because the button and screen are on this. That's why. So it makes this cheaper and easier. It goes into a sexy housing like this. That comes out like that. So it goes inside sourcing. So there you go. That's the housing for it. And on the other side, this little sticker says nitrous. So yeah, have a good day guys. And yeah, these are in production now, but it will take me probably about a month to assemble them all. And then I'll be going out on the market. So I'll probably have some pre-orders on my website very soon, and I'll keep you informed about that. Thank you. Have a good one.